so it's live right now, so people will start joining.
And the tripod is downstairs.
You're just gonna have to hold it today, okay? Because I don't have it. It's downstairs. Okay, so today we're gonna welcome to Fabric Chicks Live at noon. Sorry, we're running a little bit behind, girls. We are going to. Hey, Mary. Hey, Peggy. Today we're going to. Oops. Let me get my. Hi, Angel. Hey, Angel, if you're ready to get together, let me know, because the kids are gone for 2 weeks. Anyhow, so today what we're going to do, and I meant to get it set up and do it outside because it gets a little bit messy, but I did a landscape class the other day, and the ladies needed ideas for backgrounds. So I'm going to show you how to paint your own background today. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Carolyn. Cindy Gygax, give me a call, 775-267-0204. Not right now, though, after I'm done, because I do not find an order for you anywhere. Hey, Norma. Oh, 2 weeks. Yes, they're going to be gone for 2 weeks, Mary. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Okay, so we're going to paint a sky, but I'm just going to show you real quick before I turn off the machine. I think it's almost done. So follow me over here. Oops, it's done. Okay. So you don't get to see here is the long arm. The long arm, this is the autopilot. So it's quilting this design right here, except for that it just finished a row. So now it's going to be quiet so we can move on to painting skies. Thank you, Carolyn. I got it cut this morning. Thank you for sharing, Betsy. Okay, so here is my PVC pipe that one of the husbands made for a bunch of us when we took a Donna Greenwald class. So this is my painting setup right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint some skies like this. So you just need, and this is kind of a hard sky to achieve because, you know, once you add the yellow, you might get green. So this is kind of a hard, it's hard to add the yellow, but you can totally do it, or you can add in silk ribbons or different things if you want to get that effect into your sky. So here is another one that we hand painted. Sometimes the skies that you buy that are printed on the fabric, sometimes the clouds are too geometric or whatnot. So you might want to paint your own skies. So here's just a really faint one. If you have one that's kind of faint like this, you can always go back and paint it again. It's not that bad. So anyway, so what you're going to do is you want a white fabric that's tightly woven. So you don't want muslin because that's a loose weave. So you're going to get it completely wet.
Dorothy Gerard is watching.
Hi, Dorothy.
Jean Safar is watching.
Who? Oh, Jeannie Spar. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Robert. So my whole family is up in Oregon for a family reunion, except for us. But they did take the kids, so that's a bonus for us. So for my frame, I can do about 3/4 of a yard. So I've gotten it wet. I'm going to just use these little clips to pin it on. But you want it fairly wet, otherwise your colors won't blend like a watercolor. Yes, Mary, it's Roger. He's got to pick up the slack because the kids are gone.
Lucky me, huh?
Lucky Roger. It's like the hardest job ever, having to be nice to you ladies. Okay, so you're getting in close what we're doing here, Roger? They want to see the whole process.
If I had the tripod, I could zoom. But...
Well, I can hold the tripod. I can hold it while you go get the tripod if you want. Sorry, we're running behind because I was on the phone placing orders. know. Like, people just don't seem to be able to do business like they used to. Quick and efficient. Now everything seems to take a long time. Okay, so you're going to want to go to like the dollar store or Michael's and get these cheap, crappy brushes, these foam brushes. And then I store my paints in, these are like honey samples that the hay man used to bring us. So you just want jars to store your paint in because paint's not cheap. So it's kind of a liquidy, here, see as I pour it in here? So it's already been watered down. So you can water your paints as much as you want or as little as you want. And then just get your brush wet. The wetter the better because you can always go back. So see how I just dropped a paint here? You want to just blend it in. And say this is too blue here, right? You can get water and just add more water and it will blend it. You don't want drops. Say I want like a little bit of a purpley sky. I could add some purples. So just remember, it's just a piece of fabric. You can't really mess it up. Nothing we do can you mess up. So say I want a little bit of purples in here. So just remember that you quilt because you're looking for a good time. You're not quilting because you're going to get rich being an artist or anything like that. Well, you might. You might totally get rich being an artist. But I have yet to meet quilters that get really well off with this. Most of us have husbands that support us. Okay, so here we've got kind of a purpley sky going on. And then I want more blue, so I just go back to blue. Hi, Anna. Lynn Bonner, I knew you would ask me something complicated. So I have set-a-color dyes. So you can get them at Dharma Trading Company. Just Google it. They're set-a-color dyes. Liquid, fabric, tissue. I don't know. It's in 3 different languages. So say I don't want it to be so purple. I just go back and add more blue. And it is going to dry lighter. We did at one of the retreats, we had girls that went crazy doing this. And they did orange skies for Halloween. But orange and blue is really kind of hard because you kind of get muddy skies sometimes. But sometimes that's the look you want. So you're just going to kind of paint it. Remember that the skies typically go horizontal. I mean, you could paint in some clouds if you want, but it's really kind of hard to keep that look. So it's easier to make a more of a horizontally. Now I got to finish. So we should ask Roger, think of a trivia question you can ask him, and the first one to answer can have the sky. Oh, on the spot. I don't know, you could ask him who had Cheerios for breakfast or something.
That's not very trivial.
Oh. Okay, you could ask him, who was the last person that thread painted? Oh, Mary says yes it is. Oh, okay, so Lynn Bonner, we're using just a white fabric. You want a tightly woven fabric. So I think that I have a batik here just because that was the white fabric that I could find when I was 2 minutes late starting this. So you weren't the only one late, Lynn Bonner. I was late too. Okay, if you girls know what you need on sale on Friday, post that. Okay, so if you can see, I don't know how up close and personal Roger's got you here, but I could go in and add some orange if I wanted, but I'm always leery of adding some orange because this is where you could mess up. But just remember, if you're doing a sky and water, your sky always reflects your water always reflects your sky. So you want to make sure that whatever you do in the sky, you do a little bit in the water. Whoops. Here, let me dump out the... This one, so I use this in classes when you guys actually come into the shop and do landscaping classes. So see how we've got a little bit of orange going on in there? But it can get muddy, so you got to be really careful. Uh-oh. Karen's got a customer downstairs. I heard her just say she's got to get dressed. The first few times I heard her say she had to get dressed, I was a little bit worried. But it really just means she's got to put her mask on. Okay, so see how we got a little bit of orange going on there? So any of you can do this. If I can do it, remember, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, you see it? You got it in close? All right, so that is your kind of little crazy sky for the day. It's a little bit, for me, it's a little bit too purpley. So I might, even though I love purple, I might hit it with some more blue. And then just remember, however big your frame is, you're not going to be able to use the fabric all the way out at the edge because you're going to have like the clamp marks in it. Okay, any questions, girls? And here, I don't have it pulled very tight, so it's kind of puddling and pooling. So I'm going to pull it a little bit tighter. Because I don't want it to get those crinklies in there, or whatever you call them. Okay, so there's my sunset. I'm not going to lift it up for you to see it yet because it's still a little, it's really very wet, and I don't see like it will, oh, look, this is why we're supposed to do it outside. Look at my table. I don't know why all my tables show you that I've been here before. So that's the sky. Lynn wants to know if we can do it without a frame. You could do it without a frame, but it's so wet that I think you're going to get puddles. Like you'll get round, the paint will set in little round bits. So I don't think with this one that you want to do, oh, stop with the blue. Mary, look at how nice it looks with the added blue. You don't want it too purpley, even though I know purple's your favorite color. But I will demo maybe on Monday. I'll demo painting canvas. Canvas is kind of splotchy, so it's a lot easier to paint just on your table. So let me show you. I'll take you downstairs and show you what a canvas, you have to follow me.
Really?
Yeah.
Could have got the tripod.
No, we're just going to show them a canvas real quick. Peggy, you totally have to try it. I am going to win you over to the dark side eventually. Hey, Miss Mary, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, good.
How are you?
Pretty good. We're demoing painting skies today, so you'll have to go back and watch it.
Okay.
And then there was a question on her thing for the invisibility.
I know.
Okay.
We're trying to think it out. We got this.
Okay. So this here is a canvas that I painted. So it starts out, you can go with either a creamy canvas or a white canvas, but it's a thicker thread so you can thread paint right on it without stabilizers typically. And then you just pretty much just get it wet and throw your paints on there. So there's no random reason. So that one I totally do paint right on the table. I try to put a plastic tablecloth down first, but sometimes that doesn't happen. So that is, here's another one that we splattered with paints. So it's kind of fun because it gives you the opportunity to make a project that's more your own, more unique. Nobody else is going to have anything like it, except for sort of similar, because theirs will have splotch paint too. But, okay, so, put iron-on batting on Friday. Oh, you know what? Anne, I don't have iron-on batting, but I do have fusible fleece, which is like iron-on batting. So I have this. I don't know if this would work for you, but I'll put it on Friday's sale just in case. So this is fusible fleece. I think you could use it in your table runners. I'm not really sure because I do all of my stuff on the long arm. I cheat. Yes, Mary, the dark side is your happy place. We have no rules on the dark side. Okay, anything else you girls need on sale? Okay, I'm trying to see if I missed any comments, because Nan Willis, I don't know if you're watching, but your comments usually come in later. Peggy's husband had Cheerios for breakfast. Roger said that wasn't a good trivia question. Okay, Mary, think of a good trivia question to ask them, because whoever can answer it first gets the sample of the sky we just did. Yeah, something to ask them so that they can.
Who does Alex Anderson make thread for?
Oh, that's a good one. Not even I know that. Who does Alex Anderson make thread for? Gosh. Okay. Okay. Answer it. Whoever can answer it quickest gets the sky. Who does Alex Anderson make thread for? So I took a class from Alex Anderson probably, gosh, 30 years ago or 40 years ago. It was called Scrap Bag Beige. How many of you have that? Orifil? No, not Orifil. Sorry, Connie. Okay, guess Superior? Oh, Cindy Gygax, you get it. Cindy, you've painted skies, but you still get it. It's such a pretty sky, you're going to have to tell us what you're going to do with it. Okay, I'll put it in your bag. All right, girls, so that's all I have for today. I'm going to go up and custom quilt a quilt that is going to take me probably 3 days. I know, sorry, girls. Okay, Cindy Gygax, you're the big winner. I'm going to put the sky in there. We will see you guys Friday for the sale. If you know what you want, give us a call. We will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye. You have to hit the